I'm starting off my Aquazone series with this set of the sub-series Aquanauts. It came out in 1995, set number 6175, the Crystal Explorer. Has 160 pieces and 2 minifigures. I'm going to show you the condition in which I got this set, and we're going to open up this box and see what's inside. I don't even know if all the pieces are there. Then I'm going to break it down, take it apart, and clean all the pieces. If that's boring, skip ahead because I'm going to talk about all the unique pieces in this set, and there's actually quite a few. I think you'll be surprised. Okay, so let me show you what I got here. First of all, this is a really cool box. Like, check out the artwork on this. I loved it when I was a kid, and you'd open these up, you get it at Christmas or your birthday or something, and they have these windows with all the pieces and everything. Lego is so good at their marketing. And here's the top flap. I'll get into a little bit more detail on that. I'll tell you about the story behind Aquazone and the Aquanauts. I'm going to make another video kind of getting into it'll be an intro to Aquazone and all the different sub-series within it and the story behind them. Okay, so, again, this is used. The guy I got it from, he saved all the boxes. Oddly, I didn't get all the instructions, but it's really cool having the boxes. Alright, so here's what we got. It looks fairly assembled. I already have one of these from when I was a kid, so I'm kind of somewhat familiar with it. Okay, so we got the box and a crystal in there. Propeller. There's two more propellers. Okay, that's good. Yeah, okay. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. This is missing this yellow plate right here. The one I have from when I was a kid is also missing this exact piece on this side. What are the odds of that? That is so weird. Hopefully I can find that. Yeah, oh okay, it's right there. Spoke too soon. But it is weird that that wasn't on there. Okay, so cool. I'm going to break this down a little bit more and kind of do an inventory. I'm not going to bore you with that in the video, but I'm going to make sure all the pieces are here and then go into a little bit more detail about all the unique pieces on this set. I've got the submarine all taken apart now, and I've cleaned every piece, so it's all ready to rebuild. But before I do that, I want to tell you about those unique pieces. There's only one piece that's truly unique to this submarine and only found in this set, and that's this like lower cockpit piece. In yellow, it's only on this submarine, so that's kind of interesting. And why am I telling you guys this? So if you have a big like bin of parts and you're trying to dig through it and figure out what you have and what you can build out of it, I want to let you know, if you ever find this piece, then you know it belongs to this submarine and only this submarine. Some of the other pieces are somewhat unique. So these float pieces with the studs on the side and these without, in black, you'd only actually find them on 4 different Aquanauts sets. So it seems like something you'd see all over the place, but really it's actually only these 4 sets and made between 95 and 97. So that was kind of interesting. These quarter dome pieces, in yellow, you're only going to find them on Aquanaut sets. So next, these computer pieces, these are only on 2 different sets as well. So both Octonauts and only 2 different sets. Next, I'm going to talk about parts that have been used for a long time, but what I thought was really interesting is that they first started being used in 1995, which happens to be when this sub came out. So I thought that was really interesting that this submarine in particular has so many parts that came out in the same year. So like this lower bush extension in red, especially 95. The octopus. These came out in 95 and were in the first three Aquanauts sets. And then, you know, they were used a lot since, but they first came out then. These propeller housings came out in 95. These trans blue dome windshield pieces, in dark blue, you're only going to find them on Aquanauts sets. And there's only 3 sets that use these. There's quite a few sets that use these octagonal float pieces, but they first came out in 95, and when you see them, they're almost always going to be for Aquazone sets. This tiny 1x1 tile, it's on 2 Aquazone sets, but then oddly it's on one older Blacktron set, and then it also came in a basic building set. These movable arms came out well before 95, but in neon orange, they only first started coming out in 95 for these Aquazone sets. Also, with the propeller housing, the trans neon orange propeller, what's interesting about that is that you would find them on Aquazone sets, but you would also find it on the Gungan sub from the Star Wars series. Just that one Star Wars set. Everything else should be Aquazone. For the release of Aquazone is when they started coming up with this new helmet piece that's also like got the propeller on it and the clips and the new visor. Well, new for 95. And of course I've got to mention the crystals.
I forgot to put in the crystals.
Aquazone series kind of revolves around these crystals. I'll say more about that in another video, the whole story behind them and how they fit in. The compass was a brand new piece for Aquazone, and then it was used a lot later on, but it first came out in 95. Also in 95 is when they first came out with the chrome knife, the harpoon, and when the flippers started being used. Okay, I'm going to start getting this thing put back together. And remember, this one did not come with the instructions, but like I said, I had one when I was a kid and I still have my instructions, so I'm just going to use these. But don't worry if you don't have instructions for something like this, you can easily find this stuff online. Well, I think this is a really neat set. The minifigures that come with it, I'll have some still photos of, but I just wanted to point out in the light that they have that like metallic gold on their torso, which is a really great touch. And then of course that Lego used the translucent blue on there, another really great touch. Now this submarine, the build went pretty smoothly. There's part of it that's a little unstable while you're building it. This wedge right here kind of wants to fall off while you're assembling it, but other than that, I mean, the build's really cool, no problems. So you can open this back hatch, and the cargo box goes back here. And then don't forget the sides open. Both minifigures have fins, and they both have weapons. There's 2 knives, 2 harpoons. And if I didn't say before, this compass actually works. In the cockpit, you got those two steering wheels. And of course, the magnet. I had a lot of fun building this. I hope you had fun watching. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. And I'll be doing a lot more Aquazone builds, along with a lot of Star Wars and all kinds of other things. Thanks for watching.